Welcome to my comparison video between my Louis Vuitton 55 Keepall, which is waterproof, and my regular Louis Vuitton Keepall 50. So I'll just show you through some differences, and also you'll just see the size and volume difference between the two bags. So on the left is my Louis Vuitton Keepall, which is a 1993 bag. And on the right is my waterproof Keepall, which is a 55. And that, I believe, is a year 2009 bag. So both holding up in pretty good condition. I'd certainly say the waterproof is doing better than the one on the left, mainly because I use the one on the left pretty much on all trips and on most weekends. So I just thought I'd show you just the size difference between the two of them, just to give you some idea of the difference. Obviously, we're only talking 5 centimeters in length, but it's more about the overall volume that is actually quite different. The waterproof stands that little bit higher as well, and just the overall volume of the bag, which hopefully is coming across on camera here, is a lot more. So on this one is really good for those perhaps short weekends, and the other one for those longer weekends, which is how I use my bags to be able to get a few nights clothes in. And just the extra volume in this, you can just fit that extra pair of shoes in or whatever, and it's quite useful. And you also see just some differences between the two bags of what you'd have, what I'd call perhaps your regular Louis Vuitton Keepall and more of the special edition Louis Vuitton waterproof Keepall. And if I just put them side to side here, you'll see some of the details may stand out immediately, other than the colour differences, obviously. But in the case of the luggage tags, obviously you get the leather. On this one, it's plastic. Same with to hold the handles together. This one's leather also. And the handles themselves, you have, obviously, this is soft and flexible, and you have the rigid plastic handle here. And even down to the zips, you get 2 zips on your regular Keepall. On the waterproof, you just get the 1 zip. So you don't have the ability to lock this with a padlock like you do on your regular Keepall. And even just down to the detailing at the ends, where if you get the stitching and the pieces of leather which give the bag the form and structure. On the waterproof, they are leather on the front, and on the ends they don't have one. It just finishes here with this point here. Not quite sure why that is, but I'm sure there was a valid reason. Obviously, standout details being the zips are different. One's waterproof and one isn't. This has suffered from the weather from when I use it, and you can see how the water's stained aspects of it, but I'm not too fussed. It is 29 years old after all. So that is a just quick comparison of the two bags side by side, just for you guys to get an idea of what they were like. So if you are interested or have any questions, do let us know in the comments below and I will respond to them. And if you're interested to know how much I pay for them, the one on the left didn't cost me that much actually. It was a few £100s. I wanted something that was worn and used, and I got that many years ago now, probably over 10. And this was a more recent purchase of last year, which I found online. And you'd find these usually between perhaps £1,500 or £1,400, depending on condition, all the way up to £2,500 I've seen them for in pretty mint condition. And I would say this one is a solid 9.5 out of 10 for condition, as there is some very small scuffs, just the sort you'd get when you put it in the back of a car. And the one on the left is my dailies, so to speak. So that is obviously in slightly worse nick, but I call it patina. So like I said, any questions, let us know. I will also be running through in the next video how you know if your Louis Vuitton is real, and also how to age your Louis Vuitton, and also how to know where it was manufactured. For example, this one on the left is a 1993 and it was manufactured in France. So stay tuned for that. Cheers.